Would you ever take your family to their island?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Y'all taking this issue that real victims have gone through, and it's almost like politicizing it for a personal political agenda.
But certainly you don't think Thomas Massey and I have done that, right? We always had the
Well,
survivors.
to a certain degree, where was this energy when you first came in?
Who released the Epstein files? Was it Joe Biden or was it President Trump?
Well, he did it because Massey and I forced his hand with the...
So why didn't you force Joe Biden's hand? Donald Trump has done more to expose pedophiles than Joe Biden ever did.
On a 1 to 10, how much do you trust me?
You released the file, so I'm gonna give you like a 6 or a 7.
That's not bad.
Yeah, no, that's
And
pretty
Massey?
good. Yeah, Massey up like an 8 or a 9.
Millions of Epstein files have been released. The American people are demanding accountability and justice for the victim. Everyday Americans from both sides of the political aisle are here to discuss the Epstein files, our two-tier justice system, and what proper accountability looks like. Today we're with the co-author of the Epstein Files Transparency Act, Representative Khanna. Welcome to the show.
I'm the co-author with Thomas Massey of the Epstein Transparency Act that forced the release of 3 million files. My first surrounded claim is that the treatment of the Epstein class shows that there are 2 tiers of justice in America. A question?
Mr. Congressman.
I like the boots.
Yeah, thank you.
Where did you get those?
Got those out in Dallas.
Nice.
Yeah. Was that 2008 or when was that?
Well, he was convicted in
Right.
2008.
2008.
Yeah.
And you served while Joe Biden was
Correct.
in office.
Yes.
He's from my home state in Delaware. I voted for President Trump proudly the first time I ever voted this past year.
Really?
Yeah, first time I ever voted.
What made you vote for him?
He's America first. And that's what we need.
What about all the $200 billion he's spending
Let's
on the
just
war
get back
in
to
Iran?
Epstein files. Let's get back to Epstein files. What did you do to release the Epstein files while he was in office?
In 2019.
No, while Joe Biden was in office.
Well, let me explain it. The release of those files, Elijah Cumming and I, in the Oversight Committee, we called for an investigation. Now, when Joe Biden came into power, I do believe we should have released the files. That I'm not defending the previous administrations because I've gotten to know these survivors. And I believe that the files should have been released years ago. When we started this, we actually thought Trump would support us. Think about it, the coalition I built with Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert and Nancy Mace and Thomas Massey. And Marjorie said, Donald Trump, you could be a hero. You could be the president who releases these files and meets with the survivors. I was surprised and disappointed. I was surprised and
Sorry, let me just stop you there.
Yeah,
Who released the Epstein files? Was it Joe Biden or was it President Trump?
Well, he did it because Massey and I forced his hand with the...
So why didn't you force Joe Biden's hand?
Well, because at that point, there was a process, but we should have. I got to know the survivors in 2025. I got to know them personally. Had I gotten to know them earlier, I would have, and I wish someone had.
Did Merrick Garland protect the Epstein class?
He didn't protect. Here's what the problem was. It needed a law of Congress. The Justice Department couldn't release things because of their policy until Congress passed a law. Congress had to say you can override the privacy considerations and you can release it. So, yeah, should we have tried to pass this law in the Biden administration or first Trump administration? Those are the ones where the survivors are naming the rich and powerful men who raped them or abused them. So my question to you is, do you think that the rich and powerful people who have been legitimate accusations of rape or being pedophiles
Done more to expose pedophiles than Joe Biden ever did?
No, but put aside that the point. Yes, he's complied half complied with the law. Do you think they should investigate and prosecute them? And do you think they should release the other half of the files?
They should investigate everyone, including
they should
prosecute all of them.
But why aren't they doing? They're not even investigating the Democratic donors. They're people
Should investigate all of them.
Well, so you agree they should do that? I've been calling. Some of these people are people who donated. Steve Tisch donated to Democrats. Steve Tisch donated to Democrats.
Were any of your donors on the list?
Yes. Yeah. I'm for investigating.
Have you spoken with them about the Epstein files?
I have not.
You have not.
I have not.
What's holding you back from that?
Well, Are
they giving you money still?
They should still come before the Oversight Committee. There should still be investigations. This has always been bipartisan.
Are you going to bring Merrick Garland in to testify before the Oversight Committee?
Yeah, I'd support that. I mean,
She's already been subpoenaed. She's going to appear before the committee.
No, but that she should start opening up investigations against some of these men. I mean, there's a survivor who told me she was raped at 17. The person's in the files. No investigations being opened. There's no investigation opened about Leon Black, about Les Wexner. Why not?
I think the previous...
Hi, Aaron. Good to see you.
Nice to meet you. I appreciate your bipartisan work. I appreciate everything you've done to expose what you've exposed so far. I guess, could you define the 2 tiers that you're speaking about so that we all have a better definition of where you're coming from?
So if you get a parking ticket, you get a lot of parking tickets, your car will get booted.